Hi guys, it's Miss Otter. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Module 7, Lesson 1. This page that's on the screen should look very familiar to you. I'm going to go ahead and lay out a couple of things for you. So number 1 says complete the tables. This right here, these are tables or T-charts. Okay, so all you have to do is fill them out. Now, to let you guys know, there's some pretty easy things. You have, let's start with 12 inches equals 1 foot. 3 feet equals 1 yard. And then we go from inches, it looks like on C, we go from inches to yards. So 1 yard equals 36 inches. Now the reason why you'll need to know this is because there's going to be a lot of multiplication involved. Told you it always comes back. So let's go ahead and start from yards to feet. So if you guys can visualize in your head, we have a big yardstick and 3 feet are going to fit in that yardstick. So when you're looking at this one, I've already told you that 1 yard equals 3 feet. And so what you're doing with this is you're simply going to say 1 yard times 3 feet equals 3 feet. Okay, 2 yards times 3 feet is going to give you 6 feet. So you continue going down the whole time. So you're multiplying all these times 3. Don't get caught on this one thinking that it's just multiples of 3. Okay, so when we're looking at the next one, we have feet to inches. Also pretty straightforward. 1 foot is 12 inches. You can look it up on a ruler if you'd like at home. On your flip grid, show me if you did. So what we're essentially doing is we're saying 1 times 12 inches equals 12 inches. So 2 feet times 12 inches equals 24 inches. And that's exactly what we're doing, is we're saying if we had 2 rulers, the amount of inches in those 2 1-foot rulers would be 24 inches. So you're just going to go ahead and you're going to go down and you're timesing everything by 12. It's that easy. Okay. The next one is still pretty simple, except for it just requires a little bit more multiplication. So like I told you guys before, 1 yard is going to be 36 inches. Okay, so essentially, what are we multiplying 1 by? We're multiplying it by 36 inches, and we do that all the way down. So 3 times 36 inches, and you might be thinking, Miss Otter, I don't know that. Yeah, you do. You take 36 times by 3, okay? So you're doing 3 times 6, which is 18, so you put down the 8, regroup the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So 3 yards is going to be 108 inches. So you do that all the way down. Okay, you're just going to have to do it the long way, and that's okay. I expect to see your work done on the side. So now that we have the tables, and that was pretty much the easiest part, this number 2 looks a little bit more complicated, but I promise you guys, you're easily going to be able to solve these as well. So when you're looking at solve for 2 yards and 2 inches is how many inches altogether. So what we're going to say is 2 yards plus 2 inches gives me how many inches altogether. So we are adding actually these two things up. Now, first I noticed that I have yards and inches and I need to get it all to inches. So I'm going to start with converting my yards into inches. So what we did up here already is we looked at how many feet are, or how many, oops, not yards and inches. We looked at how many yards went to inches over here. So what we have to do is we have to say 2 yards times 36. So I'm going to say 36 times 2. Sorry, I'm going to run into there. 6 times 2 is 12. Put down the 2. Regroup the 1. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So I essentially have 72 inches plus 2 inches is going to give me 74 inches altogether. So remember, we're taking these two things and we're separating them out, and we're going to be doing this for all of them. So we have 9 yards plus 10 inches gives me how many inches altogether. So again, I have to convert my yards into inches. So I'm going to start with 36 times 9. Okay, so 6 times 9 is 54. Put down my 4, regroup my 5. 9 times 3 is 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I have 324 inches plus 10 inches is going to give me 334 inches altogether. So that's exactly what we're doing for all of these. So what you got to do is you got to look at that break apart. So 4 yards and 2 feet is how many feet altogether? Okay, 13 yards and 1 foot is how many feet altogether. So all of these, what you're doing is you're converting the yards into feet and then adding up the extra feet. Okay, it's like the extras at the bottom of the bottle. That's what we're doing. Please let me know on a Flipgrid if you have any questions still. I hope to talk to you soon. Wash your hands, guys.